Hey guys, it's me again, Spy here. Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we're going to be busting 11 girl tag space myths that we are going to be figuring out whether is true or false in today's video. So let's get right into the video. Alrighty, so our first myth is that if you go over here to the left, you follow this pipe right here, till you get like around right here, should be a secret cosmetic like right underneath. Wait a minute. Holy! I did not see that coming, actually. That's sick. So it's kind of like that golden helmet that we can't get anymore, from back in the good old days of real tag. So, that is pretty sick. Okay, but our next myth is that if, oh my god. Is that if you go over here and if you go to these planets, you see how they have like a moon circling around some of them? Well, if you, holy trippiness, if you can like grab onto the moons. Wait, that's sick. So I'm guessing this is how like you get out of orbit in case you get stuck. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool, so myth true. Our next myth is that if you go over here to the observatory, you are able to look out of the stuff right over here and look out into there. And so far, I think this is a bust, but yeah, I don't think this is accurate. I mean, like, I'm not seeing anything. Let's check up here to see if there is anything up here that we might... Are we able to look out from here? Okay, no, L telescope. That honestly kinda saddens me. Alrighty guys, so our next myth is that if you stare at the moon for long enough, it'll turn into the moon monster from the Halloween live event from 2024 or something. So I'm just gonna wait here for a little bit, see what happens. I might just play around on the planet. I'm too bored. Time lapse. Okay guys, I've been staring at the moon for like 10 minutes now. I stopped orbiting after a minute or two, got kind of boring and nauseating. But unfortunately, absolutely nothing happened. I feel like that would have been a cool Easter egg, but unfortunately it isn't. So, on to the next myth. Alrighty, also our next myth is that if you join the space map on zipper infection, it'll kick you out of the game. And I was like, well, that should not be how it works. However, though, there is something to kind of prove that this theory is right. It's that the game modes over here doesn't have zipper on it or guardian. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the regular map. Going back. Alright, now that I'm over here at the thingamabobber, I just put it on zipper infection, I guess, or cancel. They're basically the same thing. Delete that. Add some more hippo. Then let's just wait a second. Let's get right to modes. If it had a separate page, bro. Let's do it. Wait a minute. Hang on, wait, you can actually play like this. What? That's actually sick. Oh my god. Holy! I think we're gonna do this for like the rest of the video because this is absolutely sick. That you can play on zipper infection. Alrighty, y'all, for our next myth, it's that if you get Doug or Douglina and bring the space map, their like gravity also gets affected by the space stuff. So let's test it out. Alright, Lena, you ready to be our newest test subject? I think that's a yes. Oh, never mind, Myth automatically busted because she can't even go into the space map in the first place. That kinda sucks. For our next myth, it is that our projectiles can also be affected by gravity. And I don't really feel like this one's true. I hate this stupid thing. So I guess let's just test it out. Whoa. Hang on, wait, did you guys see that? That's sick, what? Oh wait, let's try and do that same thing we just did. We're like... Holy, I don't know if you guys saw that or not. Yeah, but like, oh my god, that's actually sick. I could think of some nasty tricks in paintball with that, bro. Okay, guys, so the next myth is that if you go over here onto one of the planets, if you go fast enough around one, you'll start to orbit it kind of like this, which I mean, like, that's automatically true, but it's still very fun to do. Like, I know there are a lot of trends with this, like, I forgot what the trend is called, but oh well. It's still very, very funny. I think this is what it would be called an elliptical orbit, according to science. It's still very cool, though. But anyway, myth is true. On to the next myth, I guess. So our next myth is that if you touch the sun right there, you will be evaporated, which I highly doubt. But let's test it out anyway. Okay, you're not evaporated, you're just pushed back a lot. Okay, that is an automatically, busted myth. What is even going on right there? I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to put so many motion sickness warnings inside this video. It's not even funny. Like, our next myth is that if you go over here to this area, like right in here, go on top of this big crystal, you see how it's like two gravity things connected? If you like jump, oh my god. Yeah, it's like a zero gravity zone because of both the gravities are interconnected with one another. Oh my, that's sick. Hold up, what? It's like no gravity zone or something. You can go so far with that. Oh my god. That's very cool. Okay, a myth is true. So, for our last and our final myth, hang on, let me find the area. It would be over. It's not over here. I'm dumb. Oh wait, no, this is not our final myth. What am I on about? There's one more. But let me go to the area with the air binders. Yes. Okay, but if you go over here to the area of the air binders, if you go onto this top one right here, make sure its angled like at the very top, like that, you'll actually go out of the map. That's like the most obvious lie I think I've ever seen. Myth is obviously busted. I mean, like, with Sconstons, my grandma could probably think of a better lie than that. And my grandma doesn't lie because she's a very nice grandma. So, anyway guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I really had a fun time doing this. I don't know about y'all, but I'm trying to get to 50 subs by the end of this month, so that way I can live stream to you guys, because my school starts, like, at the end of July or something. That kinda sucks to me. And so I want to be able to do some YouTube stuff with you guys before I have to go back to the good old-fashioned prison. But I am going to see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys had a great day, and bye!